So I had to come and make another video real quick. So yesterday I was on the phone with these two beautiful Christian women, and I had a question for one of them because I found it hard for me to live this life without any trouble. And it's so puzzling to me because when I was living worldly, everything was going fine. We all know that everything was going according to our will. Now that we have surrendered our life to the Lord and want to live, because we want to live according to his will, right? It doesn't just happen like that. So, because the enemy has had control over us for so long, meaning we were out there, not saying that we were bad people, but we was doing bad things. And you know what I mean? Fornicating, lying. Some of y'all was stealing. Some of y'all was cheating. We all done did something that was working for the devil and not even thinking twice of it. But we was. You have to take accountability. You was living worldly, and living worldly is basically living Satanly, and that's what we're gonna call it. But I asked her this question, and I said, why is it now that I want to live my life this way? I'm struggling. I mean, the spiritual warfare and everything just comes. It's like I've never experienced so many highs and lows in my emotions and my productivity, the things that I want to do throughout the day. The enemy will fight you. And her answer was so profound, and it helped me to see things in a different light. Literally, it was like a light switch went off in my head. And she said, the reason you are experiencing these things now is because the enemy is mad. She said the enemy has lost you. He didn't have no reason to fight you. But now, because you are turning from your wicked ways, your Satanly ways, your worldly ways, he's fighting you because he don't want to let you go. Now, you have to realize this. Y'all know I like to use that word, realize. You have to realize this, that the enemy is also, just like the Lord want us to go out there and make disciples. You seen that last video. The enemy wants his minions to go out there and bring minions. So he wants to keep you in a cycle and make things seem like they're fun and that you're having the best time of your life. But in all reality, it may be fun now, but you have to remember this time will pass. There is an end to everyone's time. And what matters is not what's happening here on earth, but what's up there in the eternal kingdom. Now, I don't know about you, but I know me, myself, and I, all three of us, want to be sitting up there with the Lord. You know what I mean? So you have to change your ways now. So whatever the enemy is doing to fight you, you have to fight back. It was like a light came on, and I was like, wow, that makes sense. That's why discipleship and fellowship is important, because she helped me. She helped bring clarity to a question that has been plaguing me for so long. And I'm like, now that my life is changing, I'm supposed to be living in my glory. I'm supposed to be, smiling from ear to ear every day. And though the Lord brings tests your way, you got to understand that every battle we face is not the enemy, but it's a difference in the battles. I don't know if you experience it, but the enemy is going to tempt us. The Lord is going to test us. Now, the enemy is going to tempt you with something enticing, and that's going to be so appealing or whatever. But God is going to bring a test to you to where you're going to be strong enough to overcome that. He knows the things that you can overcome. He's your creator, and you have to overcome the things of this world, which are the creations. There is nothing in this world more powerful than the Lord. So though you may think you are having fun now, it's not fun. Okay? So just remember, whatever the enemy tends to try to throw your way to keep you in that, to keep you in that mental battle, because he comes against the mind. And when he has the mind, if you are not bound in your word, it will be hard to defeat him. Because not just prayer, not just worship, you have to go to war against the enemy with the full body armor of God. All 6 pieces. And you know I said throw in prayer as the 7th. But you need it all on, because the enemy is fighting you because he don't want to let you go. He is mad. I would be mad too, because we done lived under his command for so long, drinking, fornicating. It was all fine and dandy. But now he's like, hold on. I'm losing 1. I'm losing 2. I'm losing 3. You're losing a lot. But we have to stand strong and know that he is coming against everything. That means he's going to play on your mind. He's going to play on your finances. He's going to come against your kids. Oh, Jesus. He's going to come against your household. He's going to come against your family, your job, your friends, every relationship. He's going to come against that, because he's going to try to stir up strife with anything that's connected to you. And I just said he's going to come against your kids. My son just had like a little mishap. And I told him, I said, it's going to work out. It's going to work out. It's our response to this. Keep calm. Your mother going to go to war in prayer. And we're going to defeat the enemy. It's going to work out. And Lordy behold, I'm in here, can't sleep, because, you know, the enemy wants you to worry about the circumstances. The enemy, that's what he wants. He wants to drive you crazy. But he didn't know my son had a praying mother. He didn't know that the tables had turned, you know, that I'm no longer to have fun. Let's drink, have a drink to solve my problems. Cute. I no longer live in that world. So he didn't know I went from that mother to the praying mother, to the warring mother, to the battle fighting mother, to the in the wilderness striving, seeking, praying, worshiping mother, okay? In my wilderness, I'm going to give it to you. And as God is my witness, as I'm praying and worshiping to the Lord and asking him, how am I going to figure this out? Because it was a problem that for the first time in a long time, I didn't know how I was going to solve it. But that's where we mess up at, when we try. Ooh, this is 2 messages in one. When we try to handle things in our own way. And I prayed and I worshiped and I let go and I let God. And I let God, you heard me? I let God, because God showed up. And he showed out. But the enemy want to keep you stagnant in thought and have you worrying about your circumstances, because he wants you to go crazy. He wants you to go pick up the bottle. He wants you to go pick up the blunt. He wants you to go lay down in somebody's bed. He wants you to do something so that he can point the finger and say, yeah, I still got you. So remember, when you are struggling mentally, emotionally, spiritually, remember the enemy. That's the warfare. He don't want to let you go. But what he don't know is he got to let you go. He only can do what the Lord allows him to do. Remember that. So don't give in. Okay? Don't give in. And I thank the women that I was speaking to yesterday for that message, because like a light switch, it went on.